Alrighty, we're just gonna get right into it. We're making a big old paper mache cicada sculpture to put on, your wall. If you want to put it outside to scare your friends, cool. I don't really know who's scared of cicadas besides me, so it might not work out too well. Might want to swap out the design for like a big old cockroach. Pretty sure that would get the majority of people. Um, yeah, I'm honestly just gonna let this recording, speak for itself. I I will post the recipe for the paper mache, all that in the description. Hope you guys enjoy the video. You know, uh, like and subscribe, share it to all your friends, all of your bug enthusiasts, your entomologist pals, and have a good rest of your day. It's funny, my fiance made fun of me because I spent like a good 10 minutes making this paper mache paste poop mixture. Oh, there's my cat scuttling by. But hey, you really do want to get it that good paste consistency. If it's too wet, too runny, it won't stick and it won't dry. And if it's too clumpy, then, honestly, I don't really think you can ever go too clumpy with paper mache. I think you want like a nice clay and or paste consistency. Because then you can actually you know, spend less time doing layers. I mean, more time drawing, but, you can never really have it all, can you? Um, I layer this on so thick, it's just coats everything, and it's awesome. It did take 3 days to dry though, so that's something to keep in mind. Definitely gonna want it in a well-ventilated area. Where I am right now, it's kind of cold, so it doesn't really dry too well outside unless it's sunny. But when I started this video, which was 4 months ago, it was nice and sunny and hot outside, so it dried. It still dried in 3 days. Just, keep that in mind if you're wanting to do this on a deadline. If you're making your Halloween costume, which keep your eye out, because I'm making a video about that. It's important to plan that out ahead of time. Anyway, continue on with the video. For the painting process, I just used the cheapest acrylic paints that I could find at my local Walmart. I think they're called Liquitex. I just got the basic primary colors as well as brown and black to, because, obviously this is not like a super expensive tutorial. I wanted to keep everything as cheap as I could without sacrificing too much on quality. So, I live in the middle of absolute nowhere. The closest Walmart to me is an hour away. So, this tutorial is for all of you, forest dwellers who leave your house like once a week to go perusing your local Walmart. Um, let's see what else. What else? I use a method of both. I think just dry brushing actually. I'll probably explain like acrylic washes in a future video. Again, keep your eyes peeled, Halloween video. And with dry brushing, you just take a little bit of the paint and you wipe off as much as you can on a paper towel. And then you just lightly brush over the top of your sculpture where the highlights would be. It adds a pretty cool sense of depth without having to, you know, painstakingly paint every little bitty detail. Because that's the thing with art, isn't it? You're trying to find shortcuts and the most efficient way possible to display texture and display what you want to show the world. It took me a lot of time to understand that you don't have to paint every single itty bitty detail. Just give like the overall vibe of detail is important. Anyway, rest of the painting. This is my absolute favorite point in any project, doing the details. I'm kind of a perfectionist, kind of, sort of, not really. I think if I was a perfectionist, I would have tore off his meatball eyeballs and replaced them with smaller ones. But hey, you live and you learn. I think that's all perfectionists, though. We're kind of only perfectionists with certain things. Like, I wanted to get these details down. So I spent a lot of time just finalizing the highlights, more details to make it look like a bug, and overall, I think I've succeeded. It looks like a bug. Looks like a big old bug. And that's really all you can hope for. I have it currently hanging up on a fake pumpkin in my living room, so you can put it anywhere. You can stick it on your wall. You can stick it outside in the woods, which you'll see later. We did a little experiment to see how it would look on a tree, and looks like a big old scary bug on a tree. What more could you ask for, really? Anyway, I thank you guys a lot for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, all that. See you guys. Oh, jeez.